Coronation Street actress Sydney Martin has revealed how much work and preparation went into portraying Betsy Swain's emotional stroke storyline. Recent episodes have shown Betsy in a critical condition after Ryan Connor discovered her unconscious on the kitchen floor. She was immediately rushed to hospital, where doctors fought to save her life. Lisa Swain and Carla Connor stayed by Betsy's bedside as medical staff confirmed that the teenager had suffered a stroke at the age of just 18. Although her condition briefly improved, she later experienced a second stroke, leaving her loved ones fearing the worst. Doctors eventually determined that both strokes were triggered by a blood clot caused by damage to an artery in her neck after a temporary interruption to blood flow. Betsy later admitted the injury happened when her boyfriend, Dylan Wilson, strangled her during consensual sex. The powerful storyline will continue to explore Betsy's difficult recovery, focusing on the physical, emotional, and life-changing challenges she must face in the months ahead. During a TikTok Q&A with fans, Sydney explained that she first learned about the storyline in November, long before filming officially began. She said the production team spent months researching the subject before cameras started rolling in the second week of May, giving her plenty of time to prepare for the demanding role. Sydney admitted she initially found the storyline intimidating because of its emotional weight and the responsibility that came with portraying such an important issue. However, as filming approached, she gradually became more confident in her ability to tell the story properly. She also spoke about meeting people who had experienced similar situations, explaining that listening to their personal stories made her realize how meaningful the storyline could be for viewers. According to Sydney, hearing those real-life experiences inspired her to approach every scene with care and authenticity, especially knowing that the storyline could raise awareness among younger audiences. Although she acknowledged that the role has brought plenty of pressure, Sydney said she feels incredibly grateful that the Coronation Street team placed their trust in her. She hopes her performance continues to honor those whose experiences inspired the storyline and does justice to such an important subject. Kit Green sets his sights on Gary as the Theo investigation takes another dramatic turn. Gary Windass could soon find himself in serious trouble as Kit Green intensifies his efforts to help reduce Sarah Platt's punishment over Theo Silverton's death. Convinced that Gary played a major role in the cover-up, Kit is determined to prove that Sarah wasn't solely responsible for keeping the truth hidden from the police. Since Kit has never trusted Gary, he is more than willing to use every piece of evidence available to expose his rival and strengthen the case against him. After gaining access to data from Gary's mobile phone on the night Theo died, Kit begins carefully examining every detail for anything that could support his investigation. As part of his plan, Kit brings Bethany into the picture by revealing that Gary encouraged Sarah to conceal what had happened instead of reporting the incident immediately. Wanting to do everything she can to help her mother, Bethany quickly agrees to assist Kit in uncovering the truth. Using his investigative experience, Kit thoroughly studies the phone records, hoping to uncover evidence that will reshape the entire case. Before long, he discovers information that could become a major breakthrough. If he can prove Sarah acted under Gary's influence, her legal team may be able to argue that she was pressured into covering up the incident, potentially leading to a reduced sentence. Meanwhile, Gary becomes increasingly anxious when Kit invites him over for a conversation, hinting that he has uncovered something important during the investigation. Rather than revealing his findings straight away, Kit enjoys keeping Gary on edge, deliberately refusing to explain what he has discovered until the right moment. Until now, Gary has managed to stay out of Sarah's legal troubles because she has refused to implicate him, determined to protect him from prosecution for helping her after Theo's death. However, Kit's latest discovery threatens to change everything, raising the possibility that Gary's involvement could finally be exposed and his carefully kept secret could come crashing down. Coronation Street revisits Cal Nazir's tragic death as Idris drops a stunning family bombshell. Coronation Street delivered another major twist as Idris Nazir stunned Alia Nazir by revealing a long-hidden family secret that changes everything she believed about her past. Since arriving in Weatherfield earlier this year, Idris has made quite an impression. Driving an expensive car and dressed in designer clothes, he quickly caught the attention of local residents, including Leanne Battersby. Confident and business-minded, Idris has shown he is determined to get what he wants. In the latest episode, he approached Alia with an offer to buy her shares in Speed Doll. Alia already has plenty on her plate, balancing her responsibilities at the restaurant while also working alongside her partner Adam Barlow at the solicitor's office. Idris argued that giving up her stake in the business would ease some of the pressure in her busy life. The proposal came completely out of the blue, leaving Alia with little opportunity to think about whether selling was the right decision. Frustrated after failing to persuade her, Idris decided to reveal a shocking piece of family history that left Alia speechless. He confessed that he is not actually her cousin at all. He is her uncle. The revelation traces back to Alia's father, Cal Nazir, whose father, Sharif, secretly led a double life for years. Sharif's affair with one of Yasmin's close friends eventually came to light, destroying the family and forcing him to leave the family home. However, Idris then revealed an even darker secret, explaining that Sharif had also fathered a child with his own brother's wife. That child was Idris, making him Cal's half-brother and Alia's biological uncle. To make matters even more shocking, Idris disclosed that Yasmin had known the truth for years, but had promised never to reveal it. The revelation also brought back memories of one of Coronation Street's most heartbreaking tragedies. In May 2015, Cal planned to propose to Leanne Battersby in the backyard of the Rover's Return, but soon realized he had forgotten the engagement ring. Before he could put things right, Cal and Leanne noticed a fire spreading through the Victoria Court flats and discovered that Amy Barlow was trapped inside one of the apartments. Without hesitation, the pair rushed into the burning building in an attempt to rescue her. Although they managed to reach Amy, the three became trapped after part of the roof collapsed, blocking their escape route. Firefighters eventually rescued Leanne and Amy, but moments later a gas explosion tore through the building, killing Cal before he could make it to safety. Following Idris's confession, Alia was left reeling and unable to speak to Yasmin, who was away at the time. Despite the enormous betrayal, Alia appeared determined not to let the revelation completely destroy her relationship with Idris. Later, Idris admitted to Leanne that he still hopes Alia will agree to sell her shares in Speed Doll. He believes that discovering Yasmin kept such a huge secret from her could weaken Alia's emotional attachment to the family business and make her more willing to walk away. Meanwhile, Leanne could not help but reflect on the awkward situation, realizing she has now been romantically involved with both Cal and Idris following the revelation that they are half-brothers.